Hey y'all, it's Sierra from CC Explains It All, and today I'm back with another brief health video. It's basically on ways to naturally balance your hormones, which in return also boosts your fertility if you're interested in trying to boost your fertility. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. And per usual, I'm listing things, but it's in no particular order. They're all equally important, and I'm not expecting you to do every single thing off this list. No one is perfect, but just try your hardest. Pick a few things if you can. Okay, so my first tip is to make sure you're getting your healthy fats in, like your omega-3s. So think things like chia seeds, walnuts, eggs, avocados, real butter, algae oil, seaweed, things of that nature. I know a lot of people often think, oh, omega-3s, they go straight to fish or fish oil or cod liver oil, which no judgment. I mean, I don't eat that because I'm allergic to seafood and for other reasons. But if you really think about it, it's like, why not skip the fish and just eat what the fish eat? Like, eat what they eat to get their healthy fats. And that would be like algae oil, seaweed, things like that. So yes, aim on trying to make sure you get your healthy fats in your diet. My next tip is definitely easier said than done, but it is to reduce stress. So do whatever calms you as long as it's not harming anyone else. Things like walking, journaling, meditating, doing yoga, stretching. Make sure you get your rest and sleep. That's a whole tip within itself. That's vital. But just do things that calm you down. And that helps balance out your hormones because you're not super stressed and like maxing out your adrenal glands. My next tip is to exercise. Work out, but do not overdo it, because when you work out too much, it actually can mess with your adrenal glands and raise your cortisol levels, and that is definitely jacking up your hormones. So you don't want to overdo it, but you also don't want to be sedentary and just sitting around and getting out of shape. So find like a happy medium. So once again, I know I already spoke about it, but like yoga, walking, you can even do rebounding, which is like jumping up and down on a trampoline. That's great for moving your lymphatic system. That's one of my favorite workouts. Dancing, you want to do something that gets the heart pumping, the lymphatic system moving, but it's not overly taxing and stressing your body out. So work out, but don't overdo it. My next tip is to stay on top of your nutrient intake. So make sure that you are getting the proper vitamins, minerals, and especially vitamin D. I don't want to say that this is like the most important vitamin. It's not. Like, I love vitamin C. There's so many vitamins I love and swear by. But you want to make sure you're getting everything you need. But vitamin D within itself is great for hormones. It's so important. So make sure you're getting all of your vitamins, minerals, and vitamins. To harp on vitamin D just for a little longer, you can definitely get vitamin D from the sunlight, and you can also get it from supplements. You can, I take a daily supplement, especially in the winter, because the sun is nowhere to be found, but the sun is number one. It's number one. That you can get it from supplements or even mushrooms. Just do your research. There's different ways to get vitamin D, but make sure you are not deficient in vitamin D. My next tip is to drink red raspberry tea, and I mean the natural tea that you get in either tea bags or the actual raspberry dried herbs that you would steep and strain yourself. But you want to do some real raspberry herbal tea, because it is great for balancing out hormones, and it is also really great for your uterus. So toning the uterus, strengthening the uterus, preparing you for pregnancy, or even if you don't want to have children, it's just great for your uterus and your hormones in general. Okay, so my next tip is to make sure you're eating real food. So I mean literally just whole foods, foods high in nutrients, high in fiber, organic foods, non-GMO foods. So that means it's real. Minimally processed or not processed at all. You just want to make sure that you're eating not some Frankenstein type food, just real food. Just go back to basics. My next tip is to completely cut out or limit excessive dairy, especially if it's not organic, excessive alcohol, refined sugar. So not fruit sugar, but refined sugar, like the processed white sugar you find in pastries and things like that. You also want to cut out or remove too much animal flesh, so too much meat ingestion, and also caffeine. Those all wreak havoc on your hormones. My next tip is to make sure you boost your gut health. It is so important because your gut is considered your second brain. So the way you boost your gut health, some simple ways would be to parasite cleanse, remove the parasites from your gut, your intestines, and also to make sure you're getting probiotics in your diet, any type of way that you can tolerate. So that could be a probiotic supplement, that could be eating fermented foods, kimchi, miso soup, some people eat yogurt. It just depends. Just do things to get probiotics in your system, which means good bacteria, and make sure you parasite. And last but not least, my tip would be to stay away from endocrine Disruptors, I always struggle with that word. Endocrine, tomato, but stay away from that. That would be things like BPAs, and your plastics and things, pesticides, parabens. So when you go shopping, look for things that say paraben free, BPA free, like all of that stuff, because they are endocrine disruptors, which means that they jack up your hormones, and sometimes they're also linked to being carcinogenic, so causing cancer. So stay away from endocrine disruptors, whether it's in your food, your makeup, your Tupperware. They try to hide them everywhere, so be on the lookout for those ingredients. So thank you so very much for watching this video. I hope that I helped at least one person out. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell for notifications. I love you all and have a blessed, amazing, beautiful day. Bye.